God says, don't scroll this because this is the moment that changes everything. You didn't find this by accident, and heaven needs you to hear this now. Your name was removed from the list by a woman whose heart was filled with jealousy and fear. She did not want you to rise because your light was too bright for her shadow. You were chosen for something great, and she knew it. That's why she tried to block you before you reached the door of your blessing. But what she doesn't know is, no one can erase what God has written with fire. No one can undo the promises heaven made over your life. You may feel rejected, forgotten, or betrayed right now. But I want you to know that heaven has not turned its face from you. Don't forget to tap like and subscribe right now to open this sacred message and claim the blessings God has set aside for you. You are still seen. You are still known. You are still chosen. You are still loved. She may have removed your name from that list, but I, the Lord your God, have written it on the palms of my hands, and no human hand can blot it out. No whisper can undo my will. I saw what she did when you weren't looking. I heard what she said when you weren't in the room, and I am not blind to injustice. I am not silent in the face of betrayal. I want you to breathe for a moment. You've been holding too much in. The weight you carry is not just what they did. It's also what you feared it meant about you. You started to wonder if you really mattered. You started to question if you were ever truly chosen. But let me say this clearly, child. Nothing they removed from you was ever bigger than what I'm about to restore to you. Yes, your name was removed from the list, but it's because I was about to place you on a scroll, a divine scroll, one only heaven can touch. She tried to delay you, but she cannot deny you. She wanted to break your spirit, but I've already begun rebuilding your story. You may feel like you're in the middle of a storm, but I am the calm. You may feel like you're drowning in confusion, but I am the anchor. And no matter what was done behind closed doors, I am opening a new door no one can shut. The door she tried to close, I am tearing it off its hinges. Because when I say you are worthy, you are worthy. When I say you are chosen, you are chosen. And when I say you are protected, you are protected. Even now, your spirit is beginning to remember. Even now, the chains are shaking. Even now, heaven is moving, because you are not forgotten, not erased, not replaceable, not broken beyond repair. You are mine. And I am rewriting the ending she tried to destroy. Type 888 if you are ready for abundance and divine favor. You were never made to fit into lists created by human hands. You were made for scrolls, sealed by the breath of heaven. That woman thought she had power, but she was only allowed to test what I had already protected. She didn't break you. She revealed how unbreakable you truly are. I allowed it not to punish you, but to position you, because where I'm taking you, only the faithful can follow. You've seen who smiles in your face and strikes your name in secret, but now I'm showing you who stands beside you in spirit. Not everyone can go where you are going. Some people had to leave. Some names had to fall away for yours to rise. Even the betrayal was preparation. Even the pain had purpose. Even her rejection was part of my redirection. I saw how it wounded you. I saw you sit quietly, trying not to cry, pretending to be okay. I saw you clench your jaw, say you are fine, and go back to serving others like nothing happened. But child, I was right there beside you. I was collecting every tear because none of them are wasted. I was holding your hand even when you didn't feel me. And now I am restoring you, not just to where you were, but far beyond what you tried to take. You may not feel strong right now, but your spirit is rising again. You may not see it yet, but something is shifting in the unseen. Because I've declared a new season. I've spoken your name in rooms you don't even know exist. And I will vindicate you. I will honor you. I will lift you. I will rewrite what she tried to erase. The list she removed your name from? It was too small for the size of your destiny. She couldn't see what I see. She couldn't carry what you carry. That's why she tried to bury it. But you can't bury a seed I've blessed. And yes, you are my seed. Planted in pain, but rising in power. Rooted in truth. Watered in tears. Now it's time to bloom in glory. Come and I claim this if this message feels meant for you. Even in the presence of your enemies, I am preparing a table for you, and she will watch you eat. Not because I want you to gloat, but because I want her to know what I anoint, no hand can cancel. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time for a divine reversal. You are walking into restoration that will shock those who doubted you. You were underestimated for too long, but I have placed a crown upon you they cannot see. That's why it didn't make sense to them. That's why she felt threatened by you. She didn't understand the oil on your life. She couldn't recognize the fire in your bones. But I do. I always have. Even before you were formed, I knew this moment would come, and I had already planned your victory. So don't be afraid of what was taken. Don't mourn what was lost too long. I am replacing names with nations, lists with legacies. She wrote you out, but I'm writing you in. Not just into this story, but into eternity. You are not the same person who once sat in silence. You are no longer the one who begged to be seen. Now you rise with authority. Now you speak with the backing of heaven. You were chosen, and I'm not taking that back. Her decision was made in fear. Mine was made in love. She saw a threat. I saw a vessel. She erased your name. I inscribed it. She blocked the door. I built a new one. She whispered lies. I spoke truth. She wrote you off. But I, the Lord your God, wrote you in forever, and my writing cannot be undone. My seal cannot be broken. So breathe again. Let your chest rise and fall without fear. You are safe now. You are seen now. You are chosen still. And soon you will be celebrated. Not because of revenge, but because of redemption. Not because you fought back, but because you let me fight for you. I know it's been lonely. I know it's been hard. But now, child, it's harvest time. What was stolen is being returned. What was erased is being rewritten in glory. You have no idea how much is coming for you. And the one who removed your name, she'll have to watch me exalted, because I honor the humble. I lift up the forgotten, and I reward those who remain faithful in the shadows. You stayed kind when you could have been cruel. You stayed quiet when you could have spoken out. You kept your heart soft when theirs turned cold, and I saw it. I counted every moment, and I am repaying you with interest, divine interest. I am setting you in places no one expected. Even you won't believe what's next. But you will know deep in your soul that this is me. This is your God, and I never left you. Not for 1 second. You thought you were abandoned. You weren't. You thought your silence meant defeat, but your silence was your strength. You thought you were removed and rejected, but really you were reserved and redirected. She didn't just take your name off that list. She freed you from being tied to the wrong people. I allowed it, because that list was too small for the size of your anointing. You would have stayed where you didn't belong out of loyalty. But I removed you out of protection. I had to let her hurt you, because that pain would push you closer to me. And it did. You began to seek me deeper. You began to pray harder. You started asking questions you never asked before. You stopped trying to please people and started listening to your soul. And now your spirit is awakening. Now you're finally ready. You're ready for the real door, the one no human can lock. You're ready for the real list, the one written in heaven. Child, if only you could see what's ahead. If only you knew the magnitude of what's coming. You would stop crying over what she crossed out. You would stop weeping over who walked away. You would start preparing for overflow, for elevation, for justice, for joy that doesn't disappear when the room gets quiet. Because I'm not just giving you back your place. I'm enlarging your territory. I'm giving you a seat at the head of the table. I'm putting honor where there was once humiliation. You don't have to beg for what's already yours. You don't have to chase what's divinely assigned. Rest now. Let your heart take a breath, because I've got this. You don't need to explain yourself to anyone. Let me speak for you. Let me be your defense. She tried to make you invisible, but I'm about to make you undeniable. And the reason it had to happen this way? Because when I elevate you, they'll know it was me. No one will be able to say it was luck. No one will be able to say you manipulated your way in. They will see your glow and know it came from glory. They will see your name and feel heaven on it. They will ask, how did this happen? And you will smile and say, God remembered me. Because I did, even when you thought I was silent, even when the heavens felt closed, even when the waiting became unbearable. I never forgot. I was just waiting for the perfect moment. And this is it. The turnaround begins now. The lifting begins now. The healing begins now. The clarity begins now. No more confusion. No more begging. No more shrinking. No more fear of being forgotten. Because you are stamped by heaven. You are appointed not by man, but by the Most High. And your name will echo in places you've never stepped into yet, because I'm already there. Preparing the stage, setting the table, unfolding your next chapter. And this time, you won't have to knock. The door will open by itself, because it's already yours. I'm sending people who see you. I'm sending people who honor what others overlooked. I'm aligning divine relationships, hearts that match your frequency, souls that recognize the light in you, connections that don't compete, but complete. Because the season of striving is over. Now is your time to receive. To rest in who you are. To walk boldly in your name. Because your name is no longer a secret. It is sealed with purpose, anointed with fire, and carved into the walls of my kingdom. Even now, angels are moving on your behalf. Even now, what was withheld is being released. What was delayed is being delivered. What was silenced is being spoken aloud in rooms full of favor. She thought removing you would stop you, but it started you. It awakened the warrior inside you, the survivor, the lightbringer, the stormwalker. And now that you've been through the fire, you're coming out refined, sharper, stronger, wiser, humbler, and more powerful than ever before. This is what happens when a child of God gets pushed into their destiny. This is what happens when pain becomes fuel, when rejection becomes redirection, when the lie is exposed and the truth rises like the sun. I don't just restore, I multiply. I don't just bring justice, I bring overflow. And I don't just vindicate, I elevate. So dry your eyes, stand up, straighten your shoulders. You are not the one who was forgotten. You are the one who is being revealed. And soon they will see, they will hear, they will witness it all. Because I'm not done, and neither are you. You were hidden for a reason, not because you were less, but because you were being prepared, refined in silence, sharpened in shadows. So when the light found you, you wouldn't break under it. The removal from the list was never your rejection. It was your rescue. I had to protect your destiny from rooms too small for your calling, from hands too dirty for your blessing, from hearts too jealous to truly celebrate you. So I let her cross your name out. I let her think she had one. Because what she didn't know is that her no was my yes. Her betrayal was my blueprint. Her plans were never stronger than my promise. And child, my promise over your life cannot be reversed. Not by her. Not by them. Not even by you. I saw your moments of doubt. I saw you asking God, was it me? No, child, it wasn't you. It was them. It was fear, envy, and control disguised as leadership. And now I'm breaking that control. I'm cutting you free from every manipulative tie, from every word curse, from every gatekeeper who tried to lock you out. You are free now. You don't belong to their list. You belong to my kingdom. You belong to purpose, to favor, to divine timing. And no woman, no enemy, no lie can stop what I've started in you. Even the things they're still hiding, I know them. And I am exposing what needs to be exposed in my time. You won't have to fight dirty to be seen. You won't have to stoop to their level. Stay soft. Stay kind. Stay faithful. Because I reward those who trust me in the quiet. I elevate those who remain loyal in the wilderness. And I honor those who walk in integrity, even when slandered. They thought you'd break under the pressure, but you didn't. They thought the silence would crush you, but you found me in it. You found peace when all they gave you was confusion. You found light when they tried to bury you in darkness. And now, because you remained faithful, I'm unlocking things even you forgot you prayed for. Doors that have waited for years are now opening without effort. Blessings that were paused are now accelerating. Heaven is moving quickly because you're ready. Yes, you. The one they overlooked, the one they counted out, the one who was erased. You are being restored, and this restoration won't look like revenge. It will look like grace, because I don't just give you back what was taken. I give you back more with peace attached. You won't lose sleep in this season. You won't beg anyone to believe in you. You won't chase approval that doesn't see your worth. This time, you will walk in rooms where your name is already honored, where your gift is welcomed, where your heart is safe. Because I'm sending divine partnerships, real alignment, not built on fear, but built on faith. Not built on performance, but built on purpose. And you won't have to do anything fake to stay there. You'll be fully seen, fully known, and still fully loved. I know your heart has grown tired. I know your soul has been bruised. But you've made it here, to this moment, and now heaven is pouring favor, pouring clarity, pouring comfort, pouring oil on every dry place in your life. It is your anointing season, your redemption chapter, your divine moment. And no woman, no mistake, no silence can stop it. Your name is not only remembered, it is rising, and the very ones who tried to block it will hear it spoken in places they never imagined you'd reach. Because this time, you are not going back. You are not shrinking. You're not explaining your worth to people who choose not to see it. You're walking with me now. And that means victory follows you. Healing finds you. Protection surrounds you. Even in the valley. Even when it's dark. Even when it still hurts. I am with you. I am for you. And I am lifting you. I know what she said about you. I heard the lies. I saw the fake smiles. I watched her speak well of you in public, only to cross your name off in secret. I watched her hold hands with you and hide daggers behind her back. But I shielded you. I didn't let the worst parts reach you. You felt the betrayal, but not the destruction she planned. Because I intervened. Because I've always been your defender, even when you didn't know you were being attacked. Even when the people closest to you were working against you. Even when you thought you were just unlucky. It wasn't bad luck. It was spiritual warfare. But you were covered. You were. surrounded. You were protected. And now I'm shifting everything in your favor. What they whispered behind your back, I'm declaring blessings over you louder. What they denied you, I'm releasing in abundance. What they tried to delay, I'm accelerating right now. Because your spirit was never tied to that woman's permission. Your future was never in her hands. She removed your name, yes, but I've written it in my book, the book of destiny, the book of favor, the book of eternal purpose, and I never cross it out. In fact, I underlined it. I marked it. I circled it in light. Because you are not forgotten. You are not erased. You are engraved on the walls of my promises, on the heart of heaven. Child, listen closely now. I need you to let go of the need for revenge. Let go of the desire to prove her wrong. Let go of trying to earn back what she stole. Because I'm doing something far greater. I'm not just restoring what she took. I'm making it so much better that you won't want it back. I'm giving you something new. And this new thing, it doesn't come with strings. It doesn't come with control. It doesn't come with comparison or fear. It comes with peace, with purpose, with freedom. You've outgrown that list. You've outgrown that system. You've outgrown the need for validation from those who couldn't see your value. And now you rise, with quiet strength, with deep knowing, with divine authority. Not loud, not prideful, but rooted, confident, secure. Because you know who your Father is, because you know who you are. You've cried enough. You've questioned enough. Now it's time to walk, not in fear, not in confusion, but in faith. Let me take your hand. Let me show you what I've prepared. You will be amazed. You will be humbled. You will be filled. And you will not miss what was removed, because I'm about to show you what was reserved. Reserved for you, with your name on it. No one else can touch it. No one else can claim it. It's yours, because I said so, because I paid the price, because I chose you. And I don't change my mind, even if others do, even if people walk away, even if women with jealous hearts try to block you. They can't stop heaven. They can't stop favor. They can't stop destiny. And you, beloved, are walking in destiny now. So dry your face. Take a deep breath. Release every ounce of bitterness. You don't need it anymore. You don't have to carry what I've already lifted. Your name is not lost. Your voice is not small. Your future is not in her hands. Your life is in mine, and I hold it gently, but firmly and safely. You were never forgotten. You were never a mistake. Even when others tried to erase you, I was writing your name in places their hands could never reach. Heaven kept your record, not based on popularity, not based on titles, but based on truth. Your truth, your heart, your faithfulness when no one was watching, your prayers when no one heard you, your tears when no one comforted you. I saw it all, and I called it holy. Yes, holy. Even your pain became holy when you gave it to me. Even your silence was sacred when it was soaked in surrender. You didn't need to defend yourself. You didn't need to explain why you were worthy. I already knew. I've known since the beginning. And child, I want you to hear me clearly. This next season of your life, it will not resemble the last. It will not repeat the same betrayals. It will not bring back the same people just to hurt you again. Because this time, I'm sending what's real. I'm sending what lasts. I'm sending what's pure. You've passed the test, even when you didn't feel strong enough. Even when you almost gave up. Even when you collapsed in private and whispered, God, I can't take another disappointment. I heard you. And I said, hold on, because your harvest was already growing underground. You couldn't see it, but I was working. You couldn't feel it, but I was surrounding you with angels. You couldn't hear it. But heaven was preparing the announcement, the divine unveiling. Your name is rising, not in gossip, not in false stories, but in glory, in grace, in goodness. And those who said you were no one, they'll witness you walk in divine assignment, not to prove them wrong, but to glorify me. Because what's happening in your life isn't just for you. It's for everyone watching. It's for those who feel invisible, those who feel erased, those who've been erased, those who've been overlooked, dismissed, rejected, removed. You are the sign, the symbol, the walking testimony, that even when man erases you, God still exalts you. You don't need their list. You never did. I was never in that list. I was in the wilderness with you, in the waiting room, in the silence, and now I am in the overflow, in the elevation, in the reintroduction. This world is about to meet the version of you I have been building in secret, and she won't be able to stop it. She may try. She may whisper again. She may stir confusion again. But this time, the light will be too strong. The truth too loud. The timing too divine. No weapon formed will prosper. No lie spoken will land, because I have surrounded you. And what is covered by heaven cannot be touched by fear. So go forward, with courage, with joy, with dignity. You don't have to defend your name anymore. I've done it for you. I've redeemed it. I've crowned it. I've written it in places even you haven't dreamed of. And soon you will walk into those places. You will see what I see. You will taste what I've promised. And you will say, God, you really did it. Because I will. I'm already doing it. The shift has begun. The season has turned. And your name, the one they tried to bury, is being lifted up in honor. You will not be hidden anymore. You will not be silenced anymore. You will not apologize for who you are anymore. The light I placed inside you is no longer meant to be dimmed. It will shine without shame, without fear, without needing permission from anyone who once tried to block it. You've held yourself back because of what they said. You've doubted your place because of what she did. But now I say this, you belong. You belong in the room. You belong at the table. You belong in the blessing. You belong in the overflow. You belong in the miracle. You belong in the promise. Not because of anything they decided, but because I said so. Because I chose you. Because I've been preparing you. Even your name. Your name is no longer attached to shame or silence. Your name now carries weight in the spirit. Your name is heard in heaven. Angels move when your name is spoken, not because of who you are alone, but because of who walks with you, who lives within you, who calls you mine. I will use your story. I will use your pain. I will use the exact betrayal they thought would break you to bless others. And you will rise, not in arrogance, but in anointing, not in ego, but in eternal identity. Because this isn't just about your name. This is about my name being glorified through your life. This is about restoration. This is about justice. This is about divine reversal. And I'm doing it right now. You've waited long enough. You've suffered long enough. You've doubted long enough. Now receive what I've prepared. Open your hands, child. Open your heart. You are not too broken. You are not too late. You are not too lost. You are exactly where I want you to be, to see what I've always wanted to give you. And as you step forward, do not look back. Do not return to the list you were removed from. Do not grieve what you no longer need. That chapter is over. That room is closed. That system has expired. You are no longer seeking validation from people I have removed. You are no longer asking for permission from those who tried to silence you. You are walking in freedom now, in favor now, in fullness now. So take courage, beloved. Lift your head. Straighten your crown. This pain had a purpose. This silence had a reason. This season was sacred. And now it's your time to be seen, to be celebrated, to be called, to be carried, to be chosen openly. Heaven is rejoicing. The angels are singing. And I, your Father, I'm smiling because I kept you through it, because you stayed when it hurt, because you trusted me when it didn't make sense. And now I am rewarding you, not just with blessings, but with peace, with wholeness, with joy that doesn't shake in storms, with strength that doesn't crumble under pressure, with identity that no list can define, because you are mine, because I never forgot your name, because I never stopped writing your story. So walk boldly now. Cry no more over the list she crossed you off of. Rejoice that your name is now being spoken in rooms filled with light, in rooms filled with divine assignment, in rooms prepared by heaven itself. I am the Lord your God. I do not lie. I do not fail. And I have spoken over you tonight. So believe again. Dream again. Rest again. Laugh again. Because you are rising again. And this time, no one can stop it. No one can remove it. No one can reverse it. Because what I've written in the heavens will now appear on earth, in your life, in your future, in your hands. It is done. It is finished. It is yours. Amen. If this message touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone you love, and subscribe for more divine messages that your soul needs. Type I receive in the comments if you know this word was for you. Let heaven see your faith. Let your angels see your agreement. Sparkles.